Good morning. Welcome to First Unitarian Church in Salt Lake City. Good to be here with you this morning, and it's certainly a pleasure to share the service today with Jamila Tharp, who is our ministerial intern. She and I have just returned from a couple of days at Star King School for the Ministry, which is one of our two Unitarian Universalist seminaries. This one is located in Berkeley, California. And we attended a conference specifically designed for interns and their teaching ministers. Of course, in the old days, we referred to them as supervisors, but in these hip days, I guess you can tell the generational difference. These days, we are not supervisors any longer, but teaching ministers, and I think everybody's pretty happy with that adjustment. There were teams of interns and teaching ministers assembled from Connecticut, Ohio, Minnesota, Virginia, Kansas, Utah, and several UU congregations around the San Francisco Bay Area. We discussed best practices in the intern-teaching relationship, as well as taking a pretty good look at what this thing called ministry really is. What are the expectations? What are the realities? What are the boundaries? What feeds you? What depletes you? And how do you know that it's really what you were meant to do? In more traditional religious groups, we would have pursued the question around the ministerial call. But in a UU gathering in the year 2012, we were really discussing more motivation, spirituality, and the path in which we can find our most authentic selves. I find nothing wrong with referring to all that as a call. And a call is not unique to clergy alone. A calling really represents an awakening to the deep springs inside the spirit of everyone. It is a demand for us to fully understand and reconcile what it is that feeds us, what it is that we need to be fulfilled in order to believe that our lives hold meaning. Well, obviously, the ministry is not the only meaningful profession, but this is something that Jamila and I have had to confront personally. Why ministry? And what was it that we identified that led us down this particular path? So that's what we're going to explore this morning. Well, at the same time, we also hope that you reflect on your calling. Where did it come from? And is there perhaps a different direction that your life really wants to take?
Good morning. So, called to ministry. I want to begin with a vision that I resonate with in my call to ministry. My call is, excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but I forgot to turn my vibration off my phone here. Oh goodness, this is embarrassing. I'm so sorry, I forgot to turn this off, and I have a text at the same time the phone's ringing. What's the chances of that? It says, Jamila, pick up. Oh goodness, hang on, I'm sorry. Yes, this is Jamila. Who's this? God? Oh my goodness. I mean, oh my God. Hello, God? Yeah, what? Yes? I know your many names, yes. Oh yeah, my favorite name, yes, that's mine too. Love, It's a good one, easy one to remember. What's taken me so long to answer my call? Why have I wasted my time? No, I'm not dodging your questions. No, it's just I'm kind of busy right now. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm in the pulpit. Yes. I know, it's about time. Yeah. Yes, I will remember that you have many names. Yes, justice, forgiveness. I like that one too. Reconciliation. Well, that's kind of long. I mean, the name, of course. Yeah. Yes. And the one, love is your greatest name. Yes. God is love. Allah Akbar. Yes. I really have to go, God. I'll call you back. Okay, I won't forget. Love. Yes, I won't forget. So. This is a topic that's really a challenge, I found, to figure out how to begin. I thought about all the tuggings along in my life that sort of weren't anything like something like a bolt of lightning in terms of my call to the vocation of ministry, and I decided that I would just dig into describing what I feel is my call to ministry. So I'll begin with a vision that I resonate with in my call to ministry. My call is a call that grabs my attention from within me, not from somewhere outside of me. And it's a call that I feel, but it passes through my reasoning. And my ministry is inspired by humanism. It's inspired by many theologies and many religions. And I hope for my ministry that it will hold a space for transformational healing and transformational teaching and learning. The kind we heard expressed in the reading of anyone's ministry. It has been my experience that people from many different living traditions and religious faith traditions, including people with no particular religious beliefs, but with a living faith, such as humanism, all recognize our capacity to create paradise here and now, here on the earth, as we recognize the same capacity that we each have in creating hell here on earth. What I love about Unitarian Universalism is that we recognize that we all build our own theologies. And these theologies influence our living. But the important question is, do we consciously use our own reasoning capacity, or have we inherited old furniture, wounds, and patterned thinking? This vision of my ministry, of my call to ministry, is shared by Rita Nakashima Brock and Rebecca Ann Parker in their book, Saving Paradise, which best describes and captures what inspires my call to ministry and what I hope to imbue within my vocation of ministry. We come to know this world as paradise when our hearts and souls are reborn through the arduous and tender tasks of living rightly with one another here and with our earth. Generosity and mutual care are the pathways into knowing what paradise is right here and right now. This way of living is not utopian. It does not spring from an imagination of a better world, but from a profound embrace of this world. It brings hope home today, to this moment, and its many possibilities for faithful love. Our hope can be that from within the heart of this world, paradise will arise. It will arise from the seeds of Eden sown everywhere, from the life that is within us and around us, in our families, in our communities, in our cultures, from the gifts of our resistance, compassion, and creativity, and from the very stones crying out their praise of the presence of love, God, who is here now, already wiping our tears from our eyes. I bring to my ministry no degree of certainty about paradise of hell after this life or heaven. I recognize how important it is, though, that we notice each other's beautiful faces and complex natures in this life, and how essential that we each play our part in ensuring that creation need not play to an empty house. In this presence, we are the mirrors. We are the faithful, adding to the faithful love. And we find ourselves participating in a living faith and in the reality of the unity of the one. Our Unitarian Universalist seventh principle. The message of God, the message of love, said the faithful are a mirror to the faithful. The 13th century Islamic Sufi theologian and poet Mevlana Rumi speaks eloquently about our capacity to offer the mirror to the friend in this translation by Camille and Kabir Helmansky. It's called A Mirror for the Beautiful One. Joseph said, "Come, where is your gift?" The guest, ashamed, sobbed out loud. "How many a gift," said he, "did I seek for you? No worthy gift came into my sight. How should I bring a nugget of gold to the mine? How should I bring a drop of water to the great sea of Aman? I would be bringing cumin to Kerman, the source of all cumin, if I were to bring my heart and soul as a gift to you. There is no grain that is not in this barn, except your beauty, which has no equal. So all I could bring to you is a mirror, like the inner light of a pure breast, that you might behold your beautiful face within it. O you who, like the sun, are the candle of heaven, I have brought you a mirror, O light of my eyes, so that when you see your face, you might think of me." He drew forth the mirror from under his arm. The one whose concerns are about fairness make it their business with a mirror. What is the mirror of being? Non-being. Bring your non-being as a gift. If you are not, you are a fool. What do we see when we look into the mirror of the heart? What rust needs clearing? What rust needs clearing to be able to reflect the divine that is within each other? My hope for my ministry, for anyone's ministry, is that we be the faithful that is called by love. May we each hear the faithful love that bubbles up from within each of us, not necessarily in our feelings or our attitudes, but the love that resides in our actions, for this is faithful love. The work that lies before us is our awakening to the realities in which we all participate in the creating of hell, engaging in transformation and engaging in transformational healing and transformational learning. For the important call for all of us is no less than saving paradise right here and right now.